You ever have a time when you're sad and a well-meaning friend tries to help, but it's not very helpful? Maybe they're come at you and they're all silly and they're like trying to cheer you up. You're like, no, man, I don't want to be. No, I'm sad. Or maybe they go into problem-solving mode and they try and, talk you out of whatever situation it is. You're like, no, I don't want problem solving. I don't want you to just try and make me laugh. I want you to be with me and how I'm feeling. So in today's 5-minute devotional, we're in the middle of a story, and Lazarus, who was a friend of Jesus, died, and Jesus is finally going to visit his sisters, who are also Jesus' friends, good friends, Mary and Martha, and Jesus gets to their town. This is John 11:28 through 37. And he had just talked to one sister, Martha, and Martha goes to her sister Mary. So when Martha had said this, she went back and called her sister Mary and told her privately, "The teacher is here, and he is calling for you." And when she heard it, she got up quickly and went to him. Now Jesus had not yet come to the village, but was still at the place where Martha had met him. The Jews who were with her in the house, consoling her, saw Mary get up quickly and go out. They followed her because they thought that she was going to the tomb to weep there. When Mary came to where Jesus was and saw him, she knelt at his feet and said to him, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and the others who came with her also weeping, he was greatly disturbed in spirit and deeply moved. He said, "Where have you laid him?" They said to him, "Lord, come and see." Jesus began to weep. So the Jews said, "See how he loved him." But some of them said, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man have kept this man from dying?" So this verse gets a lot of attention for being, in some translations, the shortest in the Bible. 2 words, Jesus wept. I think it's profound. Why did Jesus cry? If you know this story, you know that in a few verses, he's going to fix the problem. And you know that, it looks like he knows all things. Why did he cry? So what this says to me is something that I find really important, that Jesus isn't just above all of our thoughts and feelings and problems and despair. But one of the big things about Jesus coming is entering into that with us, those things that we experience as humans. And so, Jesus was going to raise Lazarus in a few verses. But right now, his friends, the people that he cared about, were crying and hurting. And so, he was also crying and hurting with them because he cared about them. And I know all of you are going through different things. Some of them really hard, some of them kind of hard, some of them it's so normal now that life is hard that you feel like you don't have an excuse, but you've got an excuse. Things are hard. And maybe it's going to get better really soon. Maybe it is. But right now, it's okay to be sad. In fact, Jesus is sad with you, and that's okay. And that doesn't mean that he isn't going to fix stuff. Sure, maybe he is. And we don't always know how God's going to answer prayer and in what timing, but we know, and I'll guarantee you, that he will always weep with you when you're sad. And I find that incredibly profound.